Ahoy, land lubbers! It's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys a brand new 2020 album review. And today we're going to be looking into the new album from the band Alestorm entitled Curse of the Crystal Coconut, which is released through Napalm Records. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Alestorm, they're a metal band based out of Perth, Scotland, and these guys have been around since 2004. And I discovered Alestorm probably around 2014, 2015 or so. I don't know, somebody recommended it and in a video I watched, and I just went and checked them out. I really dug what I heard, and I remember hearing, like, even going back to their first album being Captain Morgan's Revenge, which came out in 2008, which I think was a pretty good debut album. And Alestorm are kind of like lumped in, which I hate to use the term like pirate metal, since lyrically and thematically they sing all about like pirates and shit. Yeah, and that's pretty much like they're pretty much like given like their album titles and everything, which I hate. Like the term pirate metal, it just sounds weird. Just like calling like a monomorph like Viking metal, which they're not. They're just like melodic death metal. But I just consider Alestorm kind of like, they have like a lot of like power metal little styles to their sound, but also hints of like even like folk metal a bit. Then we go in 2009, their next album being Black Sails at Midnight in 2009, great album. And Back Through Time in 2011, and Sunset of the Golden Age in 2014. And this new album, this is the band's sixth album. This is the follow-up to their previous album, which came out in 2017, No Grave But the Sea. But this album kind of lived up, or what exceeds what Curse of the Crystal Coconut has. In my honest opinion, I think it definitely has a little bit. I mean, Alestorm for me are, like I said, I consider them like power metal with a little bit of like folk metal a bit to their sound. Yeah, and they're just like really just fun to listen to, but this album is just really weird compared to like their last album. Just one thing to note about is like Christopher Bows, like his vocal style sounds just like a pirate. Right, given like I think the band's based out of Scotland. I don't know, they kind of have like that pirate accent even when he sings, which is pretty interesting. And the guitar work is pretty tight. Bass I kind of wish was a little bit audible on here. Just the drumming is pretty solid. So without further ado, let's dive into this album track by track. Now, starting things off is Treasure Chest Party Quest. Yeah, you can definitely tell with the album titles, like it's pretty interesting, and like they're just fun band to be honest. But yeah, the opening song, it starts off with their frontman Christopher Bows yelling 500 years ago before I was born, and then just the band comes in, and just this song just really just has like fun vibes to it. It's just a very mid-paced song, and just the music video for this song is just hilarious, like especially with the I can't even take it seriously, the video, but the song itself is just pretty fun. I love how they're just like dressed up as like rappers in that video, and their frontman sort of like giving birth to a baby with his face photoshopped on there. Oh my god, that's a fun song. Anyway, moving on to the next song, which is Fanny Bows, which starts off with a guitar riff, which almost sounds like something like from the 80s. And this song has pretty much a little bit of a folk metal vibe to it here, and it's just a song that makes you just want to have some beers and stuff. And it really has a sick guitar solo in here. Really good song. Then we go into Chomp Chomp. Very funny song, and this song just starts with some pretty cool riff, which almost kind of sounds very melodic death metal, and the keyboards actually continue sort of like the fast-paced tempo throughout the song, which has some really great drumming and just some fun guitar work. And I love how this song actually has a guest appearance from Matthias from another great folk metal band, Finn Troll. It has some guest vocals on this song, and this is it also has a little bit of a hurdy-gurdy interest here. Like I said, mentioned, it gives a little bit of also has a little bit of folk metal vibe along with the mellow death on here. Then we go into the most weirdest, bizarre song on this album, being Tortuga, which starts off, which is going to go into an epic song, but it just gets weird. It goes into sort of like a rap beat with sort of like Chris like doing a little bit of a rap, and it also features a guest appearance from Captain Yarface from forget the name of that band, but I just know he's a guest appearance on here doing a rap here. It just feels a little party song here, which is just a very weird song. So it kind of seems a little bit out of place, but I don't know. No, I kind of like it. And then we move on to Zombies Ate My Pirate Ship. And I was pretty much expecting something just wacky and out of here, given like the name of the song. But for the most part, I feel like that's not the case. Because I feel like I said that before, I feel like the band just has a very just a fun side to them, just very go lucky to this, but it also has more of an epic side to them. And I feel like this track is just a perfect blend of like the two right here. Call of the Waves, which is just a very speedy, just melodic, very power metal track right here. It has a little bit of like folk metal melodies to it and some pretty much symphonic elements given like the keyboards. Pirates Scorn, which is actually a cover song, I believe from Donkey Kong, and I feel like this band nailed it. I feel like they pretty much, it's obviously a cover song, but I feel like Alestorm sort of like did it and sort of like made it so it sounds like very unique. I feel like they made it much more heavier and more metallic, and I love how the band had a lot of like folk melodies, which is really nice. And I love like especially the middle of the song, which has a new like instrumental section that they pretty much wrote in there. But yeah, I just feel like the band, I don't know, it just feels like it retains the same level of silliness, but just has some really great lyrics to it. Next song is called Shitboat No Fans, which is just I don't know, I just feel like they could just take on any one kind of fight song, which, I mean, it's only pretty much a short song on here. It's like pretty much a little over almost a minute and a half, but it's pretty much a silly song right here. Pirate Metal Drinking Crew, which I feel like this song right here is kind of one of the weakest songs on the album. I don't know. It just feels like it's pretty much uninspired to me. Wooden Leg Part 2, The Woodening, which actually is a sequel to Wooden Leg from, I believe, their last album. I feel like this track just starts off with this a fairly kind of like epic movie kind of like soundtrack feel, and then it goes into just straight up like a riff that kind of sound just very death metal. It's just pretty interesting, and I just would love to see Alestorm play this song live. It's just a great song. And then the album closes with Henry Martin, which I believe lyrically it's about a Scottish lad, and just I feel like this song is pretty much a great way to solid way to end this album. Now overall, Cursed by the Crystal Coconut by Alestorm is a pretty solid album from the band. Like I said before, I feel like Alestorm, for me, like they have like really good stuff musically, but lyrically they're just funny, and they're just like a fun band, and they just like to have like party and just have a good time. So if I were to give this album a score, I'm going to give the new Alestorm album probably an 8 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review of the new album, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the album, and I'll see you all in the next video. And as always, keep it metal.